I was mobbing through the beach, yeah, the city by the sea. Mama tried to keep me home, but I love the fucking street. I was cooking up a key, trying to serve it to the street. Couple niggas had beef, so I had the chief keep. I got homies from the 2, I got homies from the 3. I keep everything neutral, I just wanna smoke a leaf. I was running up a check.
What up? Big Steppas Podcast. It's your boy Dub.
Jada Bull.
Back here again. We just did an episode a few nights ago. Probably catch this one late, but we got a new guest in the building, a special guest, family, cuz. We're going to let him introduce himself to the right of me.
Thomas, TJ, T, y'all know me as T. Mr. Platinum Brothers Express, TNT Home Developers, and the new water ice and things in Knoxville, Tennessee.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Shit, I've been seeing you down there a lot, cuz. I'm like, damn. Cuz it's moving, man. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, I love Tennessee, man. They calling me Tennessee T down there,
Tennessee
man.
T in the
Damn.
building.
Yeah, I love it, man. It's some good money down
That's
there.
a move.
Yeah.
Crazy, man. My folks, my brother-in-law, homie is up here from Tennessee.
Okay.
I've been meaning to get with him, but he always telling me crazy stories about that joke.
Yeah, man, I love it.
Tennessee
down there.
Popper?
Tennessee Popper.
Yeah,
man.
that's
Tennessee.
not one of the ones you usually hear about, so you might have to go
Nah,
into that a little
I was
bit.
shocked. My homie live out there, so he been out there like 10 years now.
Damn.
And he kept telling me, come down Tennessee. And I had a little legal issue. I was on house arrest for 2 years. So I was like, when I got off house arrest, I'm like, the city burnt out.
Congrats. Yeah.
I gotta find somewhere else. I'm like, this shit too burnt out. And I went down there and fell in love, man. I seen what he saw. Yeah.
So it's something like that.
So do you live down there or part-time?
No,
or?
I just go down there.
Just go down there.
I am gonna make the move though. I think by like next summer,
Okay.
I'm gonna make my move.
Make it
down
permanent.
there. I'm just trying
Yeah.
to. I do a little real estate investing up here too, so I'm trying to like get some of my properties off before this recession they keep screaming about hit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to just get cash heavy real
Yeah.
quick, and then if it hit, I'm trying to load up down there.
I feel you. So so even though you making the move, you still gonna handle business up here.
Yeah. I got my situation up here though was kind of like it run on its own. I don't really got to be here. I got like all my people in play to where it's though.
Let's go.
All I got to do is come make sure, all right, that's good. All right, I can get back on the plane.
That sounds like a plan.
Shit, that's how you want it anyway, man.
Yeah.
How long you been in the real estate game now?
I got my first house in 2015. And that was a crazy one because I actually don't got that house no more.
Word.
I wasn't up on the paperwork. My man just was like, yo, I know somebody selling a house for $5,000. I'm like, all right, where they at?
Right.
And I bought it in Southwest. And I ain't switched no names, no deeds, no nothing. Just fixed it up, threw somebody in there, and was collecting rent.
So I mean, the thing about those type of stories is like you got to start somewhere.
Yeah,
It was enough to get you in the door, right?
Enough to get me to open my eyes to it. Like,
Yeah.
all right. And the crazy thing is, uncle was in there.
I had a feeling that's what you was talking
Yeah,
about.
they was living in there for
Yeah.
a minute, and they was in there like 3-4 years before the people came
They
back.
did a bid in that joint for sure.
They was in that joint. I was collecting rent for a minute in there, $1,000 a month, so I made my money
Right,
back.
exactly.
So I wasn't even complaining about
Yo,
it.
do housing, like I hear housing get sticky like that sometimes though, right? Like people like sometimes leave houses and people shit get rebought, but they sign off on that and it get crazy.
You
right?
gotta do that paperwork. You gotta make sure them deeds. Not even just do your paperwork. You really gotta do the property search, especially if you're buying something off the street. Cause somebody will sell you a house and they'll have
no deed or no shit.
No, not even a deed. They'll have 200,000 in liens.
Oh,
So
right.
now that you bought this house, you might have bought it
for
for
people
10.
that may not
Utilities
know.
and everything
Lien
is back the
a
fuck
lien
up.
is what for the people that may not
So
know.
a lien is something like taxes. Somebody might have got sued or like a crazy water bill. That's the only.
Is it also like when you take out like a loan?
You can take a loan out and have a lien. It could be a bunch of reasons why. Like, so this house I was about to buy. This was like 2 years ago. The lady was selling it for like $10,000. So I'm like, why are you selling it so cheap? She's like, well, I just want to get rid of it. I'm like, all right. So I by now I know now. So I called my lady. Like, yo, do this property search on this property real quick. She almost $400,000 in liens. Her husband was on a run and he ran from the cops. He had somebody in the car and they crashed. They died and the family sued him.
Yeah.
And that was on the house. She ain't say
So
nothing
what
about
happens? So do that. So let's say you went through with it. Would that have been your problem?
It's
then?
my problem.
God damn.
You know what I mean? So if I want to buy it and sell it,
Yo.
The people that owe that $400,000 to, they gonna knock on that door like, hold up, we need ours.
That's wild, bro.
Yeah,
so it could be. You gotta really be cautious with that shit.
Got to be on it.
Yeah, doing that shit at my job, like motherfuckers be on gas bills. That shit be getting in the way of you selling your property.
Yeah,
Man,
because they be
motherfuckers being deep.
Yeah, it's depending on how much. Now, if it's not that much, what they do is if you selling it, they'll just take it off your sale. So like if it's like 3,000-4,000, they'll just take it off the top.
Right.
People I'm talking about.
I mean, 400,000. They ain't taking
yeah,
off.
That's probably
the whole house. That's more than the house probably
nah,
worth, right?
You might as well let that rock. Yeah, that house probably not even worth it.
Probably worth like 90, 100, maybe.
Yeah, believe it or not, the house that it was probably would have, after I fixed it, it probably would have been worth like 220.
220.
That still ain't enough.
Yeah, that's like less than half. It's still less than
Can't get
half.
your money back. Yeah.
Yeah, it's over.
Damn, man.
It's over. So you got to definitely be careful. But I've been, I've been kind of this last year been real good though.
I see you, cuz.
Yeah, I've been moving, man. I've been looking like a rock star a little bit.
I feel you.
We just sold 2 houses last month.
So let's get into the business a little bit. So house flipping is something that I remember it got real popular at one point because they started making shows and shit about it.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, you said you just got into 2015 and your business is booming, so it's definitely not dead or nothing like that.
No, it's not dead.
Like I'm just saying, like it started a little bit ago and now it's like it's still thriving. So how
it's
did you?
Crazy now. Like
So how did you come about it and how do you make it work?
So I really was kind of born into it. My pop was buying cribs. So like back then I was running around. He used to be like, he'll call me like, bring me 5,000, bring me 10,000, and I come down there. The next thing you know, we buying a house. Mm-hmm. So like that's the state that he kind of forced me into it because he seen I was running around. He like, you gotta put this money in something. Like, so I just start putting it in the houses.
Right.
And then
shout out to Pops.
Shout out to Pops. Rest in peace, Pop. Shout out to you, man. He got me started, and he done made a beast a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
I love it. Yeah, I love it.
That's how it's supposed to be, man.
That's like my number one right there. But
so how? Oh my God, go ahead.
No, you good. What you about to say?
I would just say how hard was it to get the start for you? Or
it was rough. So it wasn't hard to get the house because, like I said, I had a couple of dollars to buy the house, but it was more so finding people to fix it up.
Right, that part.
I ain't even
like,
gonna
how
hold
hard
you.
is that part?
I had crackheads fix my first house. I fixed the whole house. That was the first job.
They probably knew they shit though.
No, they was all right.
Yeah.
People sleep on smokers, man. Smokers
Yeah, them old heads be knowing. Like I got cousins. He work at houses. I see his workers.
Listen, but see, I ain't gonna lie to you though. Now that I'm doing it for real a little bit now, I can't.
You gotta
use
pick
it
it
no
up
more.
a little bit.
Yeah,
It depends what the
now,
job is.
Don't get me wrong. Contractors is gonna get on me for this, but 90% of the contractors you run into are on hardcore drugs.
I can see that.
Believe it or not, they on
You ever been
meth.
on a construction site? Shit,
They
crazy.
high.
I was about to say no. I'm just looking like that because I'm like, he want to pull the cover off that joint.
That's why I said they could might give.
Yo,
some
one
of them might
time,
give
bro,
money.
I won't try to tell this story lightly, but one time I was in like the contractor thing a little bit. I was working underneath my cousin, and like niggas just started talking. It's like all of a sudden I realized like everybody like what you said. Like it was a niggas that was doing like a hard wet, but like functional. Like how are you functional on wet, bro? Like I thought that shit take your mind. I didn't even think that was possible. Like
man, listen, you be surprised.
like
man.
that's definitely you got.
You'll be talking to one of them and then they start nah. You be like,
shit, bro. My own pop was high doing the job, fell off the roof.
Oh,
broke his feet.
you be surprised
Yeah,
how many
shit
times
crazy.
that happen. Like it might sound crazy, that happens a lot.
Yo, shit be collapsing. You like, yo, what the fuck is that? More on and shit, bro. They be on. Like,
They
that
be
shit
fried.
crazy.
I'm talking about fried.
Yeah, that took me. I didn't know it was like that. I didn't know it was a well-known fact, but I could
And it
definitely
ain't like
have
it's
my
just
own
a
experience
black
with
thing.
that
I'm
fact.
talking
No,
about
white
DJ nodded his head, so he must know it's a fact too. Like
No,
that's
they
crazy.
get high. They get
That's
on
crazy.
because they doing like physical work. So it's like a lot of them might start
They
out.
start off
perks,
with painkillers.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Yeah.
and then it speed up. And
Yup.
not even just perks. They trick more than drug dealers for real. So they'll be with a chick, and the chick will be like, "Try this," and their dumbasses will try it. Next thing you know, they hooked. And you like, "Oh, I just paid you $5,000 in 2 weeks ago," and you like, ain't got nothing. You coming to work? I'm talking about. I'm dealing with contractors that come to work without even lunch money.
Damn.
Calling me, hounding me, like, "Yo, when you come and drop some money off?" So you got to be careful with them type of contractors.
Right.
Like, you got. I'm not gonna say all of them get high. So like
Right.
now, the level I'm on, I kind of could pick up on it.
Right.
Like I'm like something ain't right with this one.
Right. Yeah.
Like I interview contractors all the time.
He said I got the Judge Mathis.
Yeah. You're a crackhead. You're a crackhead. I know it. I see one. Yeah. You got to have your Judge Mathis.
No, you got to, man. You got to.
Because it's with the real estate contractors will make or break you.
Yeah.
Like it's everything.
I mean, let's dive into it because like people who may not know, they probably think, well, why would you even use somebody that's so unprofessional? Speak on that.
I mean,
there's definitely a reason.
It's reasons why people using the money. The unprofessional,
right? Exactly.
Right? Like I had a girl tell me, my uncle told me he could build a house for $40,000. I'm like, your uncle is either a crackhead or he don't know what you can't do it no more.
I remember when a family friend of mine was trying to get their bathroom done, and a real contractor told him like, and I think she was just doing floors or something shit like that. Like not even a whole lot. It was like 25,000, like 20, like something crazy like that. Crackhead told her like Smokerable told her like $4,000, $5,000.
And I guarantee
like
you
$6,000.
I guarantee you if she went with that smoker, she had to do that floor at least 3 times over again. She wound up spending that $25,000 for sure. Yeah. Eventually, probably more than that.
That first job wasn't shit.
Yeah, that first job was horrible. He tore her floor up. He tore that floor up.
I done seen shit with my own eyes. I done been on jobs when I used to do little shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck was here? You
already know who was doing this shit.
You know who was here. You know who was here. And believe it or not even just the ones that get hired. You got some contractors that just really don't know what they doing. So you got to also stay away from the contractors that tell you, I do everything.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Stay away from them too, like
master of none.
Most of them, they can do everything, but they don't do nothing good.
Right. Jack of all trades.
So you can do everything, but what do you do that's going to help me sell this house? I'm trying to sell this house.
Nothing spectacular,
Yeah, so it's like you got to really like be on it, man. That's my main thing. If anybody going to get into it, you got to study the game with the contractors. You got to study your prices because that too, if you get a good one, you might catch one that just want to hit you over the head. He think you were Bank of America.
Right.
He might come tell you, frame. I just had one try to charge me $8,500 to frame out a 1,000 square foot house.
I have family in real estate, and they say that's always an issue. Like, I got a family member. They don't even want to pull up in their car half the time.
Yeah.
Like, cause as soon as they see their car, it's like, the price go up.
Yeah, like, no, that's real talk. Like they ain't lying. Cha-ching. But I try to get there, and most of the people I deal with now, they like referrals, so they'll know, like somebody might give them a heads up, like, yo, don't play with ball. Like,
yeah, right.
Because I ain't like no tough guy, nothing, but you ain't going to get over them.
Right,
either.
That's
like,
a fact.
That's not
at the end of the day, no.
Like, I just had to ask as a contractor, like, I literally texted him the smoking John. And he was like, what that mean? Like, nigga, you smoking trying to give me that price. Like, that's what that mean. You tripping. So you got to know it, man. Same thing with I was going to do the trucks. But the reason why I ain't mess with the trucks is because the drivers make or break you. So if you ain't got a good driver, it's like, and the way now is like, it's no, like how you know if you got a good driver, like, and the thing with the driver is you got not even a good driver, they got to be a sound driver. Like they can't get a phone call, they girl not answering the phone one night and be like, oh man, fuck this truck.
Start panicking and shit.
Yeah, so it's like, there's a couple businesses you just gotta, like contractor, driver, those two things, you're not gonna be successful if you don't got a good contractor. Unless you are the contractor.
Yeah,
but the only thing
I'm about to say,
is,
you save money doing it yourself.
You save
a little
money,
bit.
but it's like, it depends on what you in it for. If you in it to scale fast, you don't want to be your own contractor.
Right.
If you in it to like just, you can make a couple dollars and you cool and you ain't trying to scale for real, do your own. I tell you, YouTube will show you how to build a house from scratch.
Right.
Damn, I learned a lot of shit off YouTube.
University, I subscribe to that.
Yeah.
YouTube University.
I love YouTube.
Oh, word.
That's like I graduated.
Listen, I watch YouTube more than anything.
Man. Yeah.
Like, I don't even watch TV.
YouTube is a motherfucking
loophole. You'd be
loophole.
surprised what people find on YouTube. Man. YouTube show you everything.
You still messing with the what you still do the demo and the moving or?
Yeah. So I don't do the moving no more because that's moving jobs is crazy. Like they come in. Don't get me wrong. It's just that people don't think that they're worth what they're really worth. So like I'll tell you $1,500 for a moving job, and me, I ain't even gonna lie. I give you a good price. Like if you call one of the moving companies, that $1,500 price is gonna be $2,500 easy.
They be taxing.
They taxing, but it's like I see why they tax because it's really a headache helping people move.
Yeah, it is.
People
And you got to pay the
everything,
guys.
yeah.
You got
You gotta pay
the
the
cost
guys,
of living is crazy.
Gas.
Yeah, I
Customer
work in
going-
a movie company, so I definitely know how it is. And they do always go crazy when they hear a price. That's why I
Yeah.
don't really like doing residential.
You know.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
like my company didn't like doing residential. They do like schools, businesses, banks, and shit like that because they got the bread to like
They ain't
hand
go
out.
out,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Because soon as you tell somebody like a couple grand to move, they're like,
gonna
oh
look
no,
at
I
you
can
like,
give,
I do it
I can get my
myself.
cousins and
Yeah.
to do it for a box of
what every-
pizza.
that's
Fuck
what
out.
That's what everybody say though.
Everybody get a hold
They
of
don't
it.
understand. You gotta pay insurance. You gotta pay workers. You
Yeah.
gotta. It's like it's reasons why I'm charging
Yeah,
this.
it's crazy.
And people, they like moving is a very stressful thing. So it's like they under stress. They rushing you now. It's
I did a number of moving Johns when I was like in my early 20s. Shit wasn't fun.
Nah.
Niggas I was working with.
Nah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's everything but fun, honestly. Now, you might move something with like a little, nice little body on it. You get to watch it a little bit. That might be a little fun.
Yeah.
But besides that, it ain't.
No.
I'm staying away from the moving
That's a
jobs.
fact.
It ain't worth it. For me, anyway. I'm not going. If you broke, do what you got to do.
Yeah.
But if you ain't chasing the money like that, because like I said, the moving jobs, I get moving calls all the time.
Yeah.
Like I might get more moving calls than anything.
I can believe that.
It's money to be made in moving. It's just a lot of work, like you said. It's a lot of work, a lot of planning, and a lot of bullshit, like
A lot
dealing
of
with
bullshit.
customers.
Customers is crazy.
Oh,
Like, you ever
man.
ask a customer, you got everything packed? Yeah, I got everything packed.
They can't wait for you to fuck something up.
Yeah,
The
and
tiniest
that
thing,
too.
the tiniest scratch on a
That
wall.
too. That
Oh,
might
my
be the
God,
number
bro.
one
Stop
reason.
doing it.
That shit
That
is
might be
crazy.
the number one reason why I stopped moving. Because they already know that leg broke, but we ain't gonna say nothing. We're gonna let them move it and say they broke it. Like they
wild.
do that. It happens a lot. And you be like, what? All I did was lift it up and the leg fell off. They not trying to hear that. So
And the dude that be running the job, they be kind of rude with you too. I mean, from my experience, motherfucker that be in charge of the moving job,
Oh,
yeah, they be talking crazy.
yeah.
I had one situation where I nicked the wall just a tiny bit. It was some crazy ass John we was carrying and shit. It was 3 of us and whatever. Nicked the wall a little bit. Boy said some old fly shit to me. Never returned.
yeah.
I just rather not come back because if it happened twice, then
Then I might have
You know what I'm
to,
saying?
have to
Yeah.
fucking sock you, bro.
Yeah.
so I was younger. So you younger, you kind of
Yeah,
you
you
still
can't.
not all the way
You
there.
might sock a
Yeah.
nigga. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How the water ice situation come about?
The water ice, that's what
That's
started me down Tennessee. When I went down there, my man was like, it was a crazy line. I'm like, what's that? He was like, that's snow cones. I'm like, snow cones? He was like, man, they go crazy over the snow cones. I'm like, what? I'm like, snow cones is trash. Like,
They are.
Yeah, 'cause I think, especially the Philly niggas,
Yeah.
like we do the water ice. We ain't trying.
That's what I said.
You bring a snow cone at me, bro, and there's water ice over there. You crazy for that?
and I'm like, that's how I am. Like, don't even say nothing about no snow cones.
Yeah, if there's water ice in the building.
So then I asked him, I'm like, well, where the water ice spots at? He's like, ain't no water
That's
ice.
a Philly
down there.
thing. Yeah.
I'm like, nowhere? He like, nowhere. Then I Google. The
it's
closest
facts.
water ice was in Nashville. That's like almost 3 hours away.
Damn, yeah.
So I'm like, all this.
So
all
you
this
didn't? Did you?
people-
So you didn't even know that was not a national, like that was a Philly-based thing. The water ice
I
shit.
kind of knew it was a Philly-based thing, but you don't realize it until
As
you really
much
go somewhere.
until you go somewhere else,
Like, even-
right.
I just was in Houston last month, and everywhere I was going, they was like, "Oh, you do water ice? You
Right.
bring them with you?
Right.
They don't got no water ice."
they love
That's
that
crazy.
shit.
Because you would think it's because I know, like, for example, Philly cheesesteak is a thing, but other places got fucking cheesesteak. They might call it something else or something like that.
Chopped cheese.
Yeah,
That's-
you know what I mean? So
Even
it is kind
hoagies.
of crazy to think. Huh?
Hoagies. Like when I went down,
Hoagies too,
I went
yeah.
down Florida for the first time.
They call it subs.
I said something about a hoagie. Little girl was looking at me like.
Yeah, they call it
Hoagie.
subs. It's a sub.
Even my sister, my other sister, mom went down to Georgia. She lived in Georgia. She got her own water ice joint too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We come from Southwest, so we Freds. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
That's
it's
what-
like the
yeah.
mecca for us. So we
Yeah.
go somewhere, we get something like that. It's over.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you can.
So
and
you
the-
caught on to a wave, huh? Like
The crazy thing is-
so I say, what's it called? You caught on to a niche.
Yeah, that was definitely a niche because I'm like, they don't got none. He like none, He's like, man, I've been telling my brother we need to do one. I'm like, well, fuck it. Let's do one.
Fucking snow cones hurt your teeth.
Yeah, those snow cones is whack, bro.
Like,
snow
once the
cones are
syrup
whack,
is gone,
bro.
it's
The
just
syrup
ice.
at the bottom.
Yeah, you
fucking shit
it's
dry.
bad. Yeah, it's just.
That's why
I'm
so
talking
soft,
about,
you always had 'em.
and I'm talking about the line was around the corner for the snow cone.
Are you? Yo,
I'm
yeah,
like,
that's
there's no
yeah.
way.
If you bugging like out like that for snow cone, you must have never had a water ice, bro.
And they tripping. They like, what? Water ice better than snow cone? We like, yeah, it's better than snow cone. He like, nah, you got to show us. I'm like, just give us a couple months.
Blew them niggas' minds.
Do they get a real winter down there?
Yeah, so it's getting cold now. So that's the thing. We're going to shut it down. So December, we're going to shut down. We're going to open back up in March.
All right.
But we got to look. We just had my man just called me. He had, so down there, it's a lot of like meth heads and dope heads and shit. So the meth heads, they seen him out there. They like, man, is it good? He like, yeah, it's good. He's better than snow cones. They like, no, it's not. You bullshit. He's like, yes, it is. So he tasted. The lady tasted. She was like, damn, this was better than the hit I just had. Now they come every day to get water ice. They be like, they don't even get the drugs for real. They come straight grab the water ice.
Find out
They
they
need a
trying to
water
get
ice with the hit down, like
clean off the water ice. That's
They trying to let the water ice get them clean.
that's wow.
No, that's
it might
it's
be you gonna be
wicked.
doing collective miracles out this joint.
Nah, yeah. It's like, but the thing with the South is you can kind of go down there and flourish with anything, honestly.
Yeah, I keep saying yeah. A lot of people say about Atlanta,
Yeah.
you know, stuff like that, like the
It's
unity
different
and shit.
down there. They want to support you.
Yeah, I heard that a lot.
Like,
yeah.
and it's not even just Tennessee. I'm talking about. I've been traveling the South for the last year, like all over North Carolina, Tennessee, Texas. I've been all over the South, Georgia, like Virginia, even just Virginia. Like they treat you different down there. Like they like, I don't know what it is. They support each other.
That sounds good to me.
Like it's crazy.
That's why the
That's a
motherfuckers always
crab
prosper.
barrel mentality in the North for some reason. I felt like.
Yeah, up here it's like everybody look at you as competition up here. Like,
Exactly. That's what I mean. Crab in the barrel mentality. If I ain't up,
You
nigga,
can't
you ain't
be
up.
Yeah.
Like we gonna all be on the barrel.
Now, don't get it messed up. When you from down there, when you talk to the people that's from down there, they say the same thing, like, oh, you can't make it out here because everybody going to hate on you. But, like, when you come from up north and you go down there, for some reason, they just show you love.
Interesting.
Even though they grind us up behind closed doors.
Yeah, they grind us up behind closed doors, but they spend money with you, though.
Yeah.
That's for sure. And that's what, like, if you know any barbers, like, everybody I know that moved down south, they took off.
Yeah, my dad did. My dad moved to Atlanta a couple years ago before he died, and he kind of his businesses and everything started popping. When he got down there, it was just like it was just a different environment
It's a
for him.
different
Like,
environment, man.
Yeah.
See, my pop lived moved down in Georgia. He was in Alabama first. Got clean. He got a job and shit. Started doing his own thing on the side. He got his own crib now, own car. He fucking moving.
Yeah.
Better than he ever been up here.
Yeah.
So that shit crazy,
Yeah,
man.
It give you like, especially if you ain't got nothing going on, just go down south and just see what you can do. Because the cost of living is cheaper. Now, granted, it might not be as many job opportunities it is, but the way it is now, if you find a good job, you can find a good job.
and you'll be able to keep it. They want to let you.
You ain't
stay there.
partying every day
I
because
feel like
it ain't nothing to do.
Yeah, like, I feel like the turnover rate is so high in big cities that they don't give a fuck about people going in and out. You know what I'm saying?
No, real
Like, I feel like you
shit.
got a job down there, you'll actually stay with that job.
Yeah, my uncle been down there a couple years too, man. Every time I turn around, he got a better job each time. Like, damn, you just keep climbing up the ladder.
That's what's up.
Philly, man.
I feel like
hard.
I also feel like with like Philly is getting crazy now. Like I feel like if you got any teenage kids, you gotta get them out the city.
Wow.
Like so, I got like nieces and nephews that I literally worry about every day. Well, not my nephew so much because he moved out of Philly, but my niece, I literally every time I see the news, I think it's something crazy. So it's like my motivation is now I really want to get a house that I want it. So then I'm transitioning with the land and down south. I'm not buying the properties. I want to buy the land. Because I can build on, like, once I get the property, I can do what I want. You ain't even got to build on it no more. Home Depot sell houses that's already built. All you got to do is have a foundation there.
And they'll tow that bitch over, right?
And they'll tow it to your crib. And when you ready
I think
to
I
move,
seen something like that. I thought it was a joke.
No,
Like,
it's for real.
That shit
Like,
crazy.
that's
For real. No, it
crazy.
ain't no joke. They got that, and then they got the new tiny house wave.
The tiny house shit. I
in
know.
love
I've
with the
seen that.
tiny
That's real.
houses.
My girl keeps talking about that's her.
I'm in
she
love
she
with the
likes
tiny
watching
house.
that shit. I don't understand.
I
it.
don't know what it is. It's a weird infatuation with it.
Like,
I'm
I get
really
caught up watching it
infatuated
with her, like, but it's like it's cool what they could do, but I can't imagine actually. Can you live in one? You think?
Yeah, you can live in one. I think that's gonna be the future. For like people that's older that ain't got kids no more, or people that just don't got kids, housing is so high now.
Yeah.
If you can get a 1-bedroom house, 2-bedroom house for damn near half the price the market is asking for.
Would you live in a tiny house?
Me personally?
Yeah.
I don't have kids now. Yeah, this is me.
Right.
Just me.
I don't know if I feel like maybe I feel claustrophobic. I don't know. It's just
I'm like you though.
What you mean?
Like I used to
I
be
feel
like
like I
you. I'm not gonna
claustrophobic?
say I'm like
Yeah.
you now because I know I could do it now. I was literally when I was on house arrest changed everything. I was on house arrest in a little ass box.
Yeah, right.
And like even before house arrest, I was locked up, and I used to be like, man, I could never live in this shit. And then when I got locked up, I'm like, oh shit, I can live in this shit.
Right, yeah. You
So
did.
it
Yeah.
just gives
And a tiny house is better than any of that.
Give me that. Well, I can take a shower when I feel like it. I can use the phone when I feel like it.
No, facts.
Yeah, give me that tiny house for sure. And some of them be hot.
No, they do.
I follow
they
this
be really
page.
elect.
They be
Like,
freaking these.
them tiny houses look better than
I
regular
come
houses.
up with a little
lot of
bachelor
regular
pad.
houses,
Man,
man.
they be having pools in them now.
Yeah.
Like, they be freaking them out now.
Yeah, they
I'm about
do.
to send y'all the page I be following. They got me like stuck on them.
Damn.
So I'm thinking if I buy land, I want to put a couple tiny houses on it and
That
just
sound like
rent
a
the
plan.
tiny houses out.
That sounds like a plan, and that's something that's kind of really taking off in the South because I don't see nothing like that up here. Ain't no tiny houses in Philly.
It's different up here because it's like up here you gotta buy like a lot. And
Right.
then if you buy a lot, you can't just put like I don't know how that'll work.
It's
with
all,
a tiny
it's
house.
all that technical shit.
Yeah,
man.
it's like then dealing with City Hall
Shit,
up here. is
getting
just,
permits.
just to
and this.
even get it approved.
There's always a permit for something you gotta get.
the
Like,
city getting crazy. With
I saw
that.
Stringer Bell struggle. We saw Stringer.
Yeah,
that
and
nigga
that-
couldn't
and that
do
was
nothing.
That was my guy, too.
Every time.
Stranger was probably arguably one of my favorite characters on.
Yeah,
TV.
he was mine too, bro. Real rap. But
Stringer
they
was
was trying to stomp that man out every turn, bro. He was trying to do something good.
He
do
was
something
trying to get out the
positive.
game, and it's like,
it was a permit for everything. They're like, nigga, you can't do it because you got $500,000 for this permit.
but that's how it really is. Though.
Yeah.
Especially when you trying to do. He was trying to come downtown. They don't want us downtown.
Right.
They
Hell
gonna
no.
railroad
Right.
you as much
Hell
as they
no.
can to get down there. They don't
Right.
want us down there.
That's a fact.
Yeah, they don't want us down there. Like it's crazy. Like when you really start thinking about how the world work, like it really be like the cards really be stacked against us. Now, don't get me wrong. We got a lot of information now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I do love about the internet. Like the internet, it gives you like you can go online and see people buying houses, doing rent the car Toro, doing Airbnb. Like they show you exactly how to do it now.
Life insurance.
Life insurance. Like I never knew how important
Life insurance.
Credit
Bro,
alone,
it's literally
credit
the
and life
only
insurance.
reason white people be richer.
Yeah,
Like,
they
because they've
pass
been
it
doing
down.
it for years, bro.
pass it down.
They've
Well,
been collecting
20.
bags for all their dead people for
They
years.
pass it down.
And they passed it down.
But if you think about it, it's genius. We all gonna die.
Yeah, it's like a reality that I just feel like black people wasn't met with because it wasn't taught to us to
No,
be.
it wasn't.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it
like
wasn't.
it's crazy.
It
Like
really
how much of a and they try to tell us, like, they try to preach it to us like we're not starting from a leg down. When it's obvious shit like that are just becoming prevalent and being talked about in 2020, bro. Like that's
No, real
2020
talk.
was the first time I've heard life insurance being taken seriously from black
Yeah.
folks. Like
And it's crazy that once you really start digging into it, the things that you can do with it. Like if you
Yeah.
got certain policies you can borrow against.
borrow,
it.
yeah, you could
The
borrow,
rates
use to
is
get a house
low.
and shit like
Yeah,
that.
and it might be lower than actually going to borrow from the bank. Like
Rates
it's crazy.
Lower shit's better than borrowing from your 401k.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Looking into that shit.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
people don't even know that. That's another. I'll say that was the thing that people started to catch on to before
Before
the
the life
life
insurance.
life insurance. Everybody's catching on the
Yeah,
401k.
I
How
used to hear
important that
people
was.
taking money out
And
their
now
401k,
it's like
yeah.
it's crazy, bro. Like how far back we had to start. Like it's crazy. But they
And-
like I said, like you said, the internet, the Twitter, the information
Yeah,
is
if
not
you-
going around.
If you put your mind like y'all just was saying, YouTube. Like if you go on YouTube, you can go on YouTube and watch TikTok videos all day if you want to.
Right.
Or you can watch how to become a car salesman. All types. It's there. It's just up to what you want to put your mind to for real.
Right.
80% of the shit I learned in my 20s was on the internet.
That's
I'm
crazy.
Say, I might up you.
Imagine
I
if
might
you
say
learned it in
90
school.
to-
Imagine you
might
learned
be,
it in
yeah.
high school though.
Nothing, bro. Nothing that helped me in real
I'm
life.
saying, imagine if
How
you
to
learned
learn
what
this
you
shit,
learned.
yeah.
You say in your 20s on
Oh, yeah,
YouTube.
yeah.
Imagine if that was the shit we got to learn in
high
bro.
school.
We learned about volcanoes, nigga. I ain't never seen a volcano. I ain't going near no
Yeah.
volcano. I ain't
Cool,
never
Hawaii.
just dissect a
And they
frog
had you
again.
studying it.
It was like
Like,
it
really
just
studying
teaching
it.
us bullshit,
That's
bro.
real talk.
Huh?
Algebra. we ain't do
Algebra.
What you-
I still don't know the radius of a circle or the circumference or
I,
whatever.
forgot, I might have forgot that the day I graduated. Man.
Like
Yeah, it's like a lot of
Using
shit,
that
bro.
out here. They ain't teach you. They should have taught us credit. They should have taught us all.
exactly.
I ain't know
Exactly.
nothing
Into
about
my
credit
20s.
until 20 something. I used to think credit was corny. Like,
yeah, that's
the crazy.
In the neighborhood though, in the hood though, you
Because
don't
you're supposed
really
to have
know.
your shoebox money.
Yeah,
That was
we
cooler.
just thought you was cash was it.
Yeah, cash was the thing. Credit.
I'm buying that.
Yeah.
We ain't know no better.
That's how they want us to think, bro. That's exactly what they wanted.
It's funny, my homie. I remember this like yesterday. This was like shit, like 10 years ago. And he told the chick he was gonna buy her a bag off the credit. She was like, "Oh, never mind, I'll buy it." Like you, that's like layaway. That's what she told him.
Yeah, that's something
That's
that went
like
viral,
layaway.
right? I remember that shit. Yeah,
That shit's still happening today.
just like people did, like how that because of that's a lot because a lot of this shit do gotta blame. I want to say I want to blame rap culture, but it still go back to black culture because rap culture come from black.
Yeah.
Because a lot of those rappers made shit like that sound corny. Like leasing a car. Leasing a car is the smartest thing you could do. You ain't buying that shit. You get to get a new car every 4 years.
Yeah.
Fuck are you talking about? Like if you buy a car right out, you stuck with that shit. The value, that shit gonna devalue.
Yes, might be the worst investment you can make.
Buying a car.
Buying a car,
Exactly.
especially if you're going to the dealership. Because the moment you leave, you lose money.
Exactly.
Like, that's not what investments is supposed to be about. Now, granted, I feel like a car is a necessary liability because you got to get around.
You got to get around. So it's not the worst thing you can buy.
It's not the worst thing you can buy.
But you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's not the best thing you can buy either. And, like, as much cars cost now.
Like, whoever would have thought, like, and this is something that's, like, base information now, but, like, the whole bust down the washes shit. How you would think that would make the washes more expensive, and they've been devaluing the entire time. Like, so it's like I kind of throw down rap culture, but we shouldn't have to look for them because they not. So that's why I don't like rap being like the role model of black people. Like we should be looking at rappers to be our financial advisors any fucking way.
Like, and like at the end of the day, you gotta understand most of the rappers are kids, so they don't really know.
So they don't know either. They learning themselves.
Learning too.
Yeah.
And if you want to take it a step deeper, you could try to attack the record companies, but like you said, you can't depend on people to like. You don't see lions getting help to raise their cubs from zebras and shit.
No.
Like, you gotta raise your kids, like, so you gotta really teach them right from wrong and all that. Like, don't get me wrong, we definitely could use some help, but I mean, they not giving it to us. So what you gonna wait for? What you gonna do? You gotta get out here and just make it happen.
The thing is, the more the generations come about, though,
there's
less excuses because they got shit out there to learn.
You can learn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we know we got it. Yeah. So, you know, when we have kids and y'all have kids and shit like that,
teach them.
You can teach them. Our parents didn't know it, so they couldn't teach us. Simple as that. So now, in the shoe on your foot, we just got to do different.
I took my nephew with me to Tennessee this last time, and it was like, he's 13, so I want him to start learning now. Like, this is how you run your business. This is what you got to do. You got to, don't get used to his mom. He be with his mom all day. He sleep till 2, 3 o'clock when he don't go to school.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm trying to break him out of them habits now because if I don't, when he gets 20, 25, he's going to think that
that's a bad habit.
Right.
Yeah. So,
Damn, Jay.
Yeah, it's been crazy, man. I've been learning a lot, man. Like I said, house arrest, I'm not even mad at it. That case I caught, it woke me up. That and my dad dying.
I seen you, cuz.
R.I.P. to Pop. My Pop's passed too. It's a tough one.
Pop too, man. Yeah. But it's like, that made me look at life and death way differently. Like, and it's like one thing I can say about my dad, he prepared to die. Like, he had the life insurances for everybody. He had the property stuff for everybody. He went and did the estates and all the stuff that you ain't know, that I ain't know nothing about until somebody passed away.
Pops is a real G. He made sure to take care of the family.
Yeah, because he always used to say, I ain't going to be here one day. And even before he died, he started selling his houses to start paying off his debt so he don't leave too much debt for the kids and all that. That was a good joint. That was definitely a good joint. And it's like my daughter is eating off of moves that he made. So that's like my motivation. Like, I want to feed my daughter grandkids now.
That's love.
So that's really my motivation now.
Man. Yeah, I'm not the one to tell anybody why to be motivated, but that's what most people should be motivated. I think some people just be motivated by money, strictly.
I used to be that.
I mean, we all been there before.
I used to be that. I used to just chase money. I didn't care what it was. I wanted the money. But it's like the older you get, the more you realize, like, all that money ain't even like, especially when you ain't doing nothing with it. We was going to the strip club every day, giving it to strippers that you see next week and won't even say hi to you. You just spent $3,000-$4,000 on it.
Wow.
And she won't even say hi to you the next week. Like, I wish I got that money back, bro. Oh my God.
It's always been one of my biggest fears.
If I would have had that money back then and put it in Bitcoin, I'd be a billionaire right now.
Up, yeah. Shit, that's
live and you learn. You still
live
had fun.
and you learn.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's one thing I can say though. I had fun.
Right?
I had a ball.
No
man.
regrets.
I had a ball. Man.
Shit. I mean, when you look back,
No regrets.
man.
No regrets, man. It is what it is. It made me who I am today.
That's how you're supposed to feel, though, man.
Yeah.
You gotta live at some point. You know
Gotta
what I'm saying?
enjoy it.
We all live at different ages, but you did your 20s, early 30s, probably.
Yeah.
You good now.
Yeah.
You good now.
I'm trying to make sure the kids is cool.
Nah,
That's a fact, man.
And it's about like keeping my pop legacy alive too.
Sure.
So that'd be like my motivation, and it motivates me. It really get me up every day.
Yeah. I see you and Cuz, like, y'all do y'all thing. I'm like, damn.
Cuz a
That's a
beast. I
motivation,
fucks
yeah.
with Cuz. Cuz is he did it. One thing I respect about Cuz, he never did what we did. Like when we was running around, he always kept 2 jobs. He never chased it.
Yeah.
Like it don't matter how much money we was making, spending, doing trips, none of that. He held it down with his jobs, and now he a manager at both Jones. He city government job, like he killed it. Brett just bought a new crib, like he killing it right now. It's like no cases, never been locked up.
Shit. Seeing y'all come from, I was a young boy, man. I was like 8, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I knew y'all since I was even littler than that, but to seeing y'all come from y'all, high school, Chris playing ball, y'all doing y'all thing afterwards. See where y'all at now, I'm just like, damn, man. And for somebody like me, that's all I can do is just see what y'all do, and it just motivate me, man.
Yeah, because the crazy thing is, like me, I did have my dad, but if it wasn't for my dad, it wasn't like a lot of positive males where we come from, like our neighborhood.
A lot of niggas was doing dumb shit.
Like was doing dumb ass shit. And we thought the dumb shit was the cool shit to do.
Yeah.
Like wasn't nobody doing no positive shit, like teaching kids, nothing coming up where we coming from. So
No.
it's like when you see people like Chris for sure, like really stick it out. Like, and he really never seen his dad.
Shout out
My
to
dad was
Cuz,
there
yeah.
than his dad.
Yeah.
So it's like to see him pull it out and really be a good dad to his son now. And it's like that's dope.
I give niggas
Dope
hope
as
too.
shit,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I give niggas hope.
Yeah, and it definitely give you hope. It's like it tells you can't make no excuses.
Yeah. That's how I look at it now.
Yeah, like you just gotta do that shit.
Yeah.
That's what I tell everybody. They call me for advice. What should I do? Just do it. Whatever you want to do, just try
go
to
ahead,
do it. Yeah, don't talk about it because you're gonna be talking for 20 years about it.
Tell me about it.
Shit, Cuz had a kid late.
Lately.
And I'm like, people always ask me, like, when I'm doing, I'm like, man, fucking waiting, dog.
Yeah, have your fun.
People asking when you having your kid?
My cousin had his first kid, he's like 35 or something like that.
Yeah.
Like,
He was
I ain't know
doing it.
niggas was pressuring niggas
Bro.
until when they having kids.
not
Man,
other
I used to
niggas,
get that.
Not other niggas.
No,
but like
girls.
Just,
Niggas too, though.
okay.
You got
Too.
niggas too, though.
yeah.
Because I had my daughter when I was 30. And like my whole, I remember being 18, 19. When you gonna have one? Like I just graduated.
Like, damn.
Damn.
Hang
It's
on.
definitely when you like 24, 25, they really looking at
They
you.
start
like,
ramping it up.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
still icy right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
So I
good.
run into the
That's
right
another
situation.
thing too.
Yeah.
You gotta, because the wrong baby mom, man.
That changed everything.
Yeah.
I
that
seen it
changed
with
your
my
whole
own
life.
eyes.
I seen a wrong baby mom
Yeah.
change
I know
niggas'
a
whole
couple
life.
Dudes
Ain't never been the same.
ruined
cuz.
their life, man. Ruined their life, like, and it's like, and it's. I kind of put you on that. I don't want to blame the girl, but
No,
it's
it's not even like that because it's just sometimes like energy shouldn't be.
Yeah.
To, two people being bond together for life. That's
I'm
a
big on
lot.
energy
You know what I'm
now.
saying?
That's a good word. I like that word.
That's so that I'm not really even trying to blame her. It's just it could be stuff on his side that he need to work out. But it's hard to do that when you gotta be coexist with this person.
No, real
You know
talk.
what I'm saying?
Real
Like,
talk.
These
Real
new baby
talk.
moms crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like our age group.
Man, I think mine.
know what?
I think it trickled up to my age group. They retarded now. Like women are unrealistic now. Like real talk. They look at Instagram and think that that's how they supposed to live. And I be
Talk
trying to like. See, you just follow me today. I be on their ass.
Yeah, we
on my
gonna segue
page.
into
Yeah,
that
I was-
anyway.
yeah, I
Cuz
just-
be on their ass.
Yeah,
Cuz on both sides though.
It be on both sides. I don't just
No.
get the dudes to pass. I be on their ass too.
Yeah.
But the girls gotta understand that the shit that the men do be because y'all allow us to do it. Like men wouldn't do certain shit if we didn't know that we could get rewarded.
I
for
always
doing
been saying that.
That is the gospel.
it. Yeah, like
That is the fucking gospel.
that's real talk.
If you know you're gonna get away with it every
I
time,
was done. I saw
what's the chances
I
you
saw a
stopping?
story on. They're doing this trend on like TikTok stories where these girls tell these stories. And how many stories do you think I heard on that joint where at least a girl was shot by a nigga and went back to him?
All the time. all the time.
It was 2, but that's too fucking many.
Yeah.
How the hell you get shot by a nigga, bro, and go back?
Like you a retarded.
Yo, like and then they blame, like, and I can get it. You got, or you gotta look at him, right? But I always look at it like this. Like I have a daughter, right?
Yeah.
I can't be in charge of the men that's going to be involved in her, that she going to come across in her life. I didn't raise them.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So I can only do my best to teach her how to navigate through life around that type of bullshit. That's the taking accountability. That's the thing I want women to do. Take accountability to who you push yourself around.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, maybe they wasn't taught that, but I'm going to make sure I teach my daughter that. Take accountability of who you're around, who you decide to evolve yourself with. Because at the end of the day, that matters. I'm tired of being like, oh, well, that nigga hit us out of head threw out the roof. But it's like, there was crazy signs before that this shit might happen. And she stayed with this nigga until something crazy happened. So that's like, that mentality. I just feel like taking responsibility a little bit. Yeah. That has to come into play.
You got to take responsibility. And the crazy thing with that is, the older I get, I kind of give women a pass a little bit, because you got to think, a lot of women weren't raised in a house with watching the positive.
Right. And I want to get that through too. Like, maybe they don't know. Maybe they didn't have that teacher. And that's why I said I'm gonna make sure my daughter have that teacher.
Like, even
know your worth. You know. Yeah.
I know. Like, she never watched her mom love a man. So it's like she really going by the fly with it. Like, you don't know what's going on. So she's taking a little bit of what she feels is right, and she's taking advice from her friends, which don't know what the fuck.
Never.
And then she's taking advice from Instagram gurus and shit, these podcasts, people saying shit. And it's like she's trying to mix all that together and try to figure it out. So I give her the benefit of the doubt. You deal with that with a lot of women.
But see, I feel like as men, we do this, right? Like, let's say this. If I'm walking down the street and I get robbed, right? I'm a victim, right? But at the same time, I could look at certain things I did, like, shit, maybe I should have had my head in my phone. Maybe I should have had it. You know what I'm saying? That's not taking responsibility on things you could have did differently. It's not the same thing as victim blaming. I'm not blaming myself for being robbed. I'm not blaming a woman for whatever happened to her in a relationship. But if there's certain signs and certain things that you can do, what's wrong to acknowledging them? You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like, that's all I'm talking about. That part.
No, you right.
Right. These women, man, I love them to death.
Shout out to our we gotta protect our women. Shout out to black queens out there. Man. We gotta protect them. It's not enough people sticking saying. And that's another thing. I think a lot of times women get defensive because they feel like we're not on their side when these fucked up things happen to them. You feel me?
And they don't feel like we defend them for real. That's about that. So that's another part of their defense mechanism is that they don't feel like we're going to protect them.
Right.
And that's our number one job. We gotta provide, protect.
How do we get there though, man?
It's great. It's crazy what I'm about to say. It kind of starts with the woman. It's like everybody talk about how many guys, how many dudes you see that's bums now and stuff, but it's like the way that's working is they still getting laid.
They still getting laid.
They might get laid more than the working man. You gotta think about it when you working and you doing.
So with that being said, do women need to hold other women accountable who entertain those type of men?
With
that too, hold themselves accountable. But like, if you see your home girl have a pattern of fucking with the wrong type of niggas, like, it's like, why are you giving these type of dudes entertainment? Right?
It's a problem out here though, because like I feel like you was about to go into it. Like, women want time. Now, nigga that work all the time, business and shit, he got time. Like, he got time, that much time. Right. Versus nigga
that's around all day, every day. Why you able to keep borrowing cars, shit?
Don't get me wrong, with Instagram now, all he gotta do is have 4 outfits, borrow a car from somebody once in a while, be in the club, take a bottle, and he got a chance. For real. You know us. We can one thing about us. We can keep it going if you let us keep it going.
As women, especially around the pandemic era, everybody was a fucking bum. Everybody was a bum. I know at least 2 girls that got pregnant by bum ass niggas that they thought was like balling on PUA. Like,
listen, man, that pandemic,
yo. She was. I know she hurt. I know she hurt. Like,
feeling it right now.
Yeah,
definitely feeling it.
That nigga was a baller when she met him, and she stuck with him.
She fell for the okie doke.
Yeah, pandemic.
See, it's crazy though.
See, it's crazy though, because back when I was growing up, it was like we didn't have Instagram, so it was way harder to try to pull it off. You was a bum, they knew you was a bum. It wasn't nothing you could do about it.
You didn't have Instagram.
You didn't have Instagram.
I also feel like it wasn't that much pressure to be that fly either.
Back then it kind of was. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I started running around, because the ones that was getting the chicks was the dudes that had the money. Now don't get me wrong. You still had like little pretty boys in the neighborhood that might have had a couple chicks. But as far as like a medium, like pretty boy, like I ain't been pretty.
He had to show out a little bit more.
All right, I gotta get some money. Cause it's like, all right, I might can get her to film me for me, but I ain't gonna get 5 of them to film me. So I gotta go get some money. And then back then, girls really like. Honestly, back then they used to. I always liked older women. When I was in high school, my girl was like 28. So she straight asked me one day, like, all right, you coming over here, like, you gonna pay a bill? I was 16. I'm like, pay a bill? Like, what? She was dead up. She was dead up.
Yo, what was McDonald's giving you like $150 a week back then, bro?
I couldn't do it. I wasn't outside, I ain't gonna lie. I was running around a little bit, but that's what made me step it up, because it was like, she straight through the electric bill on the bid. That was like $237. I'm like,
Bro!
I don't even remember the number.
I'm in there playing the
Pay
game
your
and
electric
looking at the
bill?
bill.
It's wow.
Straight through. Now in her defense, she didn't know I was 16, because I was like the dude that hooked me up with her. He was messing with her friend. I always hung with older dudes. So she was like 20. So she just assumed. Yeah, I'm driving Reynolds and shit.
Oh, you look old, nigga. How you pull on being 20? I could have never pulled on being 25. I ain't sound 20 no more.
And the crazy thing with me, I ain't had no face. I just grew my facial hair like at 25.
Bro, she knew you wasn't 25, bro.
She might have knew I wasn't 25, but she probably thought I was like 18, 19. I'm driving. They give me keys to their crib. They never in their house. She might think I live there. Like,
that's true.
It was easy for me to pull it off for real.
And like I said back then,
I'm driving Reynolds. I'm doing everything. I got my own car. I'm jumping in Reynolds. I'm in a different car every day.
You ain't living like no 60-year-old.
I'm not living like a 60-year-old.
I got you.
Messing with her
kind of like, she kind of set me up to how I am now. Because she straight be like, I need some money for the bills. Or we going out tonight. We doing this. We gonna take a trip. Like, she had me taking trips and shit. I can't even. I got lied to my mom. Like, yeah, I'm about to go to Chris' house. I'm about to go to Chris' crib for a couple days. I'm damn South Carolina and shit. Her in Myrtle Beach with her in the sun and shit. Like all types of crazy shit. Like,
yeah, you got to live, bro.
I started early. I just on the porch early. I was going to strip clubs at 14.
Damn.
They used to be like, man, just put your head all the way down. I'm like, all right. We in that.
Yeah, y'all was getting that shit in, man. Y'all was getting that shit in. I was a young boy.
They was doing it.
Yeah, they did their thing, man.
So it's like now, it's crazy now. I'm so bored. It mind boggles. I can literally come in the house at 6 o'clock and be done. I used to not even get started at 6 o'clock. My day is done. Gym, sleep. In the bed 8:30.
How you feel? You don't feel the way about it? It's peaceful, right?
It's peaceful. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do got my little weekends.
You got turn right.
Yeah, we go to Miami and we don't sleep for the whole time we down there. But when I come back home, then Philly dangerous. Like,
Why you want to be out here?
I'm like, every light tonight, making sure anybody walking up on me.
That's a fact, man.
I ain't trying to carjack. I don't get gas in the city or nothing no more.
I feel you, man. Everybody getting carjacked and motherfucking stuck up at the gas station. This shit crazy. And a carjacking and shit, like, niggas make it like it's cool.
I feel like it always probably, because you said you be in Tennessee, right? It probably always seemed wilder from the outside looking in. Because when you living in every day, it's kind of like, damn, where's all this shit? I go to the gas station. I gotta go to the gas station. I ain't never run. Well, actually, I did run into some shit.
Yourself, nigga.
I did run into some shit before. I thought some niggas was trying. That was one time. That was one time, and I'm just thinking like, damn, the way the news and everybody carry is like, you can't step off this bitch without somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad, but it's like, it's bad enough where it is. You gotta pay attention to it.
That's the main thing. You just gotta be alert. You gotta pay attention. I feel like when dumb shit about to happen, if you really paying attention, you can kind of sense it. So I agree with you on that.
But I mean, you definitely gotta be aware. be aware though. It's definitely it's jumping out this year. I'm just saying like when you gotta live in it though, you don't really notice how bad it is. And it's like when people come in, they be like, "Is this safe? If I go to this gas station this one time," I'm not saying you be like this, but I'm just saying like I had somebody come from Delaware. They didn't want to go nowhere near a gas station. Y'all go to gas station every day. You'll be all right.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't blame you. I don't listen to
That's what
gas
I'm saying. That's why I don't. I'm like it probably feels so crazy as an outside looking in. Like so your perspective is going to be like I'm not even going to fuck with it.
So this is my gas station. Certain gas stations. So the gas stations I be leery of be the ones that's like kinda in good neighborhoods, but still close to the hood.
Oh yeah, no, I live in Mount Airy. That's like the worst place to go to the gas station because they look for people with nice cars around there. I think the latest video was at Mount, was around the corner from where my sister lived, where her apartment building was, and that's right there where Kelly Drive is at. They hopped out the bed, bro.
Right there in there, what's the hitches?
Yeah, my sister's apartment building is right around the corner from there, and I live like 6 minutes from there. Bro, not even 6 minutes, probably like 3 minutes from there. Bro, I go to the gas station all the time. Them niggas hopped out the van. Like, yo, that shit was crazy.
That was ridiculous. I watched that shit in the middle of the night. Like, oh shit.
Everybody like, that's why you gotta have your gun on you at all time. I'm like,
what you gonna do? I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, being set with not saying in that situation. They had AKs at his face. You pull out, bro. You get aired out.
slow them down while they jump.
You might get one lucky.
You might put one ball down, maybe. They gonna tear you out the frame. You kill one of their homies.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do. He ran in the store.
Yeah,
real rap.
Motherfuckers always talking crazy.
He might have been strapped and did the right thing, bro.
You got the lid to talk.
Yo, because they was going to tear him out the frame, bro.
They was coming for. I don't know what they was coming for, but they wanted it.
And it was for a weekend 300, Chrysler 300. Not my bad, bro. I don't mean to play the ball, but I ain't playing this card, but I'm just saying, you would think for like all that activity, it would have been something better than that, bro.
But the
like,
crazy thing is, they riding around like, so it's like you really got. I be telling people like, I be on the phone with people, they be arguing, beeping the horn. I be like, yo, you better relax. These young boys, they really be riding around.
They out here.
4 or 5 deep.
Switches.
They have no
Switches. AKs. Like, you have to really be careful. Like, it's crazy.
They ain't got no conscience either.
And they ain't got no. They want the wreck. They need it.
You can't even look at young boys no more. Back in the day, you get a little man. You can't even look at these young boys no more. They ready to take you about. I'm like, damn, man.
Yeah, you got to treat them like they might be worse than an adult. So you're an adult, they might think it through. Like,
I said, if I see a little nigga with a weak body, I'm already assuming they on trouble. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can tell like a man body shape and a young boy body shape. When I see young boys walking to me, I'm like, let me put my eyes on these young boys.
And like you said, you gotta look at them.
You gotta look
when you looking on.
Yeah, you gotta know what they doing, bro.
They know who's shaking.
Everybody's skied up. They didn't want to be skied up. Like, oh, bro, please.
I hate them with a passion, man. They was in the pool with them this year. What you in the swimming pool with skis? They just go like.
That was actually pretty funny. That was like, I feel like it was some trolls. Like, he had to be on some trolling shit. I
think he was serious, man. They love them skiing. I don't like.
He was serious. Man, if he was serious, then he'll nut. But he was trolling. I love it.
That was funny though. I ain't gonna lie. That was funny. Yeah, man. Philly, man. I love my city. One thing about our city, though, they breed hustlers, man. Like, everybody, like up here, we hustlers, man.
We got some plan for the city.
One of my plans, honestly, for Tennessee is I want to bring Philly to Tennessee. One of my plans is I want to open up like a strip mall, basically, because there's really nothing for them to do down there at that part where I'm at. Like, they don't got nothing. They don't got no malls. They don't got no clubs is horrible. Like they food options is not horrible. It's just like it ain't nothing like how we got brunches and stuff. They don't got none of that. It's never for the younger black people to really do for real. They get bored.
It sounds like you doing black gentrification. That's hot.
I'm trying to, man. I'm trying to get people because there's a lot of them down
Yo,
there.
this nigga out here describing black gentrification. Like you're like, I'm bringing this to the damn That's dope, bro. They do it. Why can't you do it, bro? Like,
They do it all the time.
Exactly.
Believe it or not, we are like the best consumers to sell to.
They love us.
So we spend.
We spend money. We
We
spend
spend
our
money.
money.
We spend our money is spent the moment we get our check. The check is
Yeah, they said the black dollar don't stay in the household as long as white people.
White people budget that shit. We ain't budgeting that shit. We get that check is spent on it.
Shit already figured out. We writing it down all week.
Shit, y'all might as well spend it on me. He said I ain't trying to fix the problem, I'm trying to benefit.
I might have to go down there and find my wife. Man.
I really do though. I try to like tell people like, but some people you can't talk to. They look at you like you'll tell somebody to save some money.
Yeah, that's a good.
No, saving is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? It's levels. Save with a purpose.
You gotta save with a purpose.
Yeah, you don't just think you're just gonna keep putting $100 in the bank every week.
That's why my
Nigga, you gotta get some equity on that. Don't just put it in a regular bank
Save
account.
with a
You know what I'm
purpose
saying?
is definitely the one.
One of my favorite jokes was like I gave a homeless man $20, told him not to spend it on Barry. He said, "Don't tell me what the fuck you doing with my money, nigga."
That's real though. That's how they really feel. That's why I don't give them no bread no more.
That's wild.
So you gotta watch how you preach. That's one thing about the Instagram. It's like sometimes they go overboard with the preaching. Like, I love the positivity and all that, but sometimes they be going overboard. Like I got a page, my business page. I try to follow other business pages. So for a long time when I went on Instagram, I stopped going on my personal page. I was only going on my business page. But then they got to a point where I'm like, they running this shit. Oh, they're not even being truthful about half of this.
They just try. It's the game that gets you to interact with their profile, because when you interact with their profile, more people follow.
And they're selling knowledge now.
Yeah.
That's the new game. Hustling.
That's the name. You can't just, you gotta sell your business and sell yourself. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
when you think about it, you got people that really make good money doing it. So it's like once you look at it like that, go ahead, sell
I
yourself.
definitely respect some more than others that who does that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You can
some
kind of
people,
tell the ones that really want to help people.
And I'm like, someone I'll be like, who the fuck did you help?
And that be the thing. Like I had my man call me. I had my man call me. He like, yeah, I'm trying to buy this house off my man. But he was telling me it's a good deal. I'm like, well, where the house is? What's the comp? He didn't even know what the comp was. Do your man know what the comp is? He's like, yeah, he don't know what the comp is. I'm like, how you know how much the house is? You don't know the comps. Like, you don't know the comps. Like, that's the first thing you gotta know is the comps. And he's like, oh no, my man, he worked with this person, he worked with that person. I'm like, all right, you don't know what a comp is. That's bad.
So that's another thing about it. That it breeds a lot of fake professionals.
Well, it's a thing. Like,
Motherfuckers that say claim they something and never put the work in to really use who they claim to be.
So this is my question for you. Do you get mad at them for getting people, or get mad at the people for not doing their research?
I get mad at the people. Like I ain't mad at nobody for selling knowledge, because the reason they selling it is because sometimes when you give free knowledge away, people going to either try to find a loophole, you know what I'm saying, or not go forward with it. But if you selling it, you know they spending their money, so they're 9 times out of 10
They might
they gonna really acknowledge it.
And I get that. I get that.
So I can't really be mad at them because I'm giving out free knowledge. You know when niggas find a loophole, they find a loophole, a shortcut, they gonna go with it.
I feel like it could be both, because like, yeah, if you're a customer, you definitely got to do your due diligence. Don't just listen to every person talking on the internet. Like, that's just not good. Street smart at all. Like, you know, just like you want to talk to anybody in the alley, open up their jacket. Like how easy are you?
I don't follow nobody 100% all the way.
Right.
Like, I'll take shit from everybody.
Right.
I never follow somebody all the way, because everybody
But
got
also,
shit with
I
it.
feel like on the content creator side, you know it when you jamming and scamming. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know when you spitting shit that you really believe in, or this is just, oh, I just need to say this because this is going to get me paid. You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like that's the disingenuous part. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Man, it is.
What you selling ain't snake. You a snake or you selling?
It's part of the game.
You feel me? It's part of the game, but you don't gotta be a crook.
I agree with both of y'all. I do agree with him, because it's like I don't be like, even with me, like people call me all the time. I don't charge nothing. Like, if I can give you the advice, I'll give you the advice. It ain't that deep. So I kind of agree with both of y'all.
But I'm not saying if you can't charge for your knowledge. That's what I'm saying. When you know your knowledge ain't legit. Like, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Yeah, make sure you know what you're saying and doing before you be getting people to pay for your
People
shit.
don't challenge them enough.
People don't.
Real talk.
Real talk.
For me to pay you,
I watch people
teach me
just
how to
give.
swim, I really gotta, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna
I watch
go
people just
research.
give people money just because they hear, oh, he do that. I watch it all the time.
And I be like, it be people that
And I be like, it be people that I be close to.
That's
I be
what I
like,
say. Do your diligence.
you
like, you see me, you ain't asked me nothing.
Right.
You just straight
Go to this
Go
motherfucker.
ahead, do your thing. I ain't even going to hate them. You going
That's how it go, man. Every time.
No, real talk. People just follow people. One thing about people, they like follow the trend.
Exactly. The trend can get a lot of people in trouble though. To a broke past. We all see.
And sometimes some people
And sometimes some people don't. They not even. I'm not even gonna call them all snakes. Some people just. Sometimes people just be in over their head. Especially with real estate.
Once they start going crazy and popping, it's kind of hard to stop.
Yeah.
But anything.
I went too fast. Like the pink sauce lady. Y'all heard about that?
No.
There was a lady who's got, she started her own, like, sauce that goes on everything. Like,
Oh, I did hear about her.
and the shit blew up way too fast. She started selling salmonella and shit like that.
crazy.
It got out of hand fast. And that's a example of somebody who I don't want to come down too hard on, because she was trying to make something of herself and it blew up too quick. Before she knew it, she was getting hundreds and hundreds of orders. You feel me? Her operation wasn't big enough to support the order base. So shit got hectic crazy. She wasn't trying to scam people, but it would be different. It's like if some motherfucker know like they selling a bad product and they know they shit ain't legit and they just trying to get over on people, make a quick buck and get the fuck out of there.
So it's crazy you talk about the pink. So I just was telling my man, my business partner with the water ice, because he wanted to do the cheesesteaks too. But I just was letting him know, I'm like, the food is different.
Yeah,
And it's like,
They gotta make that shit.
they don't play with that shit.
I'm like, they not bothering with the water ice.
That what it is,
Let's run
the
up with
EDA,
the water
right?
ice.
Is that right? EDA? FDA.
FDA.
Yeah.
FDA,
Yeah, they don't play with
It's
that
different with food.
Shit.
So-
You gotta have the right. If you talking about cheesesteaks right now, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have the right motherfucker. Cheesesteaks.
You do. That too.
Like
But see,
water ice,
down
you know?
there,
Anybody, yeah, you just gotta go to
you
the right
kind of
spot.
don't down there because they don't got cheesesteaks like that.
They don't know
for
no
real,
better.
They don't know no better. But it's just when you selling food, the food is just a different beast. Like
take
you
them
said, she
steakums down
giving
there.
salmonella to people. And
Yeah,
shit.
that's a lawsuit and a half.
Yeah, that's a bad shit and a half. You
That's a
get
bad-
murdered.
It's a bad joke.
But do
bad
you
joke.
get mad at her or do you get mad at the people that's just
I am
buying pink
over-
sauce?
over-
Yeah,
overflow
yeah,
revenue, overflow
that's a good
revenue.
question. That's a very good question. I'm saying, do your due diligence.
I feel like
real
she
rap.
did what she was
What she
supposed to
supposed
She
to
do.
say? I
was.
gotta
She
slow
thought
down.
she was doing. She
Ain't no-
was trying to provide a product that she was trying to that people wanted.
Yeah.
Slowing down. Once you, like I said, bro, it's
Ain't
hard
no
to stop.
slowing
You know what I'm saying? You start getting women, it's hard to stop. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to stop.
Matter of
that's-
fact.
Shit go with life.
That's hard. That one is hard.
How they treating you, cuz?
They treat me good sometimes, man. Sometimes they crazy, but
I guess I could say the same, man.
yeah, like I said, I love the ladies, man. I can't say nothing bad about them, man.
I try my best.
Yeah.
I try.
He said, you know what?
I can understand. I understand, man. They'll take you. One thing about a woman, they know what buttons to push.
They
man.
do, man.
So how you handling fucking between work and your personal
That's
life?
a good question. So now it's a little easier though because it's like I don't gotta physically work as hard as I used to have to work.
Right.
So like now that I can actually I really be out. So it's nothing for me to be like, yo, let's go here, boom, and we can go together. I can knock out a date and I can knock out work all in one.
That's good. That's dope.
So
That's what
it's
you
like
want
it's a little easier now, but back then it was brutal. Cause like he said, women want time. I don't care how much money you spending on them. I don't care what how good you think you laying them down.
And I don't care what they say, they want time.
And if you ain't got the time, they gonna get time from somebody. And with Instagram and Facebook and shit, if your girl look good, she got at least 5 to 10 dudes in her inbox
All day.
every day.
All day. You might
I'm
know
talking
some of
about
them niggas.
every day. These niggas talking to themselves.
You might know some
You
of them
might
niggas.
know some of them for sure. They speak to you every day. They talking about good morning, beautiful, every morning. They ain't not even get responded to every morning.
Yo, niggas
It's
relentless.
And all it takes is that one.
You got one grand
all
rising
it
and
takes is
ignore
that
it.
one argument for her to be like, "Good morning," and it's over. Just
You know, it
like
happens to
that.
the best of us.
It happens to everybody. And I thought money would keep me exempt from that, and I had to learn that the hard way.
Yeah.
Like that shit don't stop nothing.
You think
it
that's
make
how-
you feel dumb.
I feel like that's something a
damn.
lot of niggas with money think too,
Yeah,
right?
like, no,
Like
that's
it's
a
like,
myth,
nah, she ain't going
bro.
nowhere because she need this bag.
You gotta think about it. Most women not gonna cheat. If you getting money, she not gonna cheat on you with nobody that's getting money. She gonna cheat on you with somebody that's
Oh, in
got
the same circles.
time. Yeah. So it's like she gonna
Does
cheat
that
on
make
you.
sense?
It don't make sense. It makes zero sense.
I told
to
you
me.
I used to struggle with that shit, bro. Like when I
It
was a
makes
little
zero
younger,
sense
yeah.
to me.
You be working all hard and shit. John choose a nigga that don't do nothing over you.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even understand then. I understand now, but at the time I just never
Yeah.
used to.
I look at the
understand,
cheating
like,
shit totally different
Yeah.
now. I had to get cheated on a couple times because for
Me
a long
too.
time, I just always thought I was exempt from that shit. I
Yeah.
was running down on all types of shit and thinking like, oh, my chick ain't doing shit.
Never that.
Then when you find, never that. Don't
Yeah.
ever believe that. I look at it now. I just go in and thinking every girl cheating already. So if you do cheat on me, it won't crush me.
Man, in the 90 percentile nowadays.
You think that's healthy to go into?
It
Because what
might
if you
not
find
be.
somebody you really fuck
It
with?
might not be.
I mean,
Every girl.
I mean, as long as you don't
I
say it
think-
to her.
Because
Yeah.
I'm like, do you plan to find somebody to settle down with one day?
I want to eventually.
Do you think it would be healthy to go in just thinking she gonna cheat on you?
I feel like at that point, I think we should just have a time and it'd be like, all right, we trusting each other now. This is what's going to happen.
It's
So you
hard.
gonna give them the chance though? You
Yeah, I give everybody a chance,
All right.
but I don't know. I look at life totally different. Like
Yeah,
I
no,
said,
it can definitely affect your
No,
point of view.
yeah.
I get it. I
Yeah,
definitely.
I done seen some shit, man. I
Getting
seen
cheated
some
on definitely would
crazy
change your
shit.
perspective.
Yeah,
bro.
but yeah, just respect it.
Like,
That's what I meant.
on
Yep.
everything. Like I didn't think I was invincible, but at the same time, I kind of put
No,
shit
you
past
were-
a person. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So you like, oh, I did this, but they ain't
Ain't no way.
This
Right.
motherfucker-
Ain't no fucking way.
10 times worse.
No,
You know what I'm
they
saying?
girl, like females are like sneaky. Like I don't
Yo.
even think they can like help it. They
No.
sneaky as shit.
And they look you dead in your face.
I be watching them work. I be like, you sneaky motherfucker. Like,
Having female friends, like close
that
female
helps.
friends,
Yeah.
that helped me a lot because I be knowing ins and outs. You know what I'm saying? Had I, been really in touch and tapped in at the time, I probably would have been a little better at the situation. But like, I be tapped in now, bro. Like I go into situations kind of thinking like it's up for grabs. Like women cheat more than us now. But at the
I
same
think they
time,
do.
they, you know what I'm saying? This,
I ain't gonna hold you. I looked at some situation in my past. It was like I told you this before. I was
Yeah.
like, wait, what that shit? Like, because it was something we talked about before, and I looked at the situation. I was like,
it make you look at
Yeah.
like a couple joints. Like after my situation happened, it made me look at a couple situations. Like damn.
what was about when that?
Yeah. Make you just think about shit, like you said. It make you think about shit.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not scorned by it. I'm not
No,
saying
hell
I'm not
no.
looking for love or nothing.
Yeah.
I will
Gotta be
never
a-
like,
yeah.
yeah, I'm open to it, but I'm also like, I just got my eye up.
Gotta be
man.
realistic.
Yeah. You can't,
shit-
like you said, you can't put yourself on a pedestal of being like, not me. You gotta just know what's up. Like
you
once
gotta
you know what's up, it's
And
easier to
you
be
can
there.
kind of pick up on the signs.
Yeah.
Like, it's little shit that I feel like a lot of times we might overlook.
Men, especially, bro.
Yeah.
Men overlook a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Like because we men, so we kind
naive.
of like we
Yeah,
who
we
we
think-
are.
yeah.
You be like, man, get the fuck out of there. That ain't happening.
It's like if you really
Yeah.
pay attention, you know which one
Yeah.
is the cheater and which one
you
ain't
know,
the cheater.
like
yeah.
I be spotting them out from a mile now.
Yeah, like I catch that. I be looking like my
Yeah.
man. He tell me like even not even just without like people just really be asking me for advice, and I be just catching shit. Like my man, he had a chick that he was just dealing with, and he was bringing her around. I could just tell though. I'm like, bro, she is like she a
For the
sniper.
streets.
Yeah, and
She a
and
sniper.
you want your homies to be like that,
Yeah,
but then you gotta be able to receive it too. Some niggas can't.
a lot of
receive
niggas can't receive
it.
it.
A lot of niggas.
So I learned that too.
Yeah.
Growing up, I done
Yeah.
told niggas like, yo, your chick cheat.
Yeah.
And
Gotta
next
let
thing you
them
know,
learn for
me and her, I
themselves.
ain't talk to her. I just realized I ain't told this nigga in 2 months now.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, yeah, he won't even tell me. She tell me, yeah, you blocked. You can't talk to him no more.
But you know, like niggas don't like niggas don't really like to I can do that now as an adult. Like when I was a young boy, you be embarrassed when you get cheated on or something like that. You shorty do some crazy shit to you. Like it take time or maturity to be able to discuss those type of things. So you a young boy, play that shit off like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Man.
Then it's with me, I ain't gonna lie. I'm so full on myself now.
Yeah.
I look at it. You ain't cheating on me. You cheating on you. Like if you fuck this up, that's on you. Like that ain't on me.
What you
Like,
say? He said her lost.
Yeah, that's her loss. That was look. That's my album.
Yo,
her lost.
Yo,
You ain't cheating on me. You cheating on yourself because I already know I'm gonna go hard. Like if I fuck with you, I'm gonna go hard for you. And it's like it's certain shit that I know the average nigga nowadays ain't gonna do. I'm gonna do for you.
yeah, average nigga
And-
not doing a lot.
Yeah. And people, like I said, people with money, they mistake like, all right, you could do this because you got money. Like, no, like even if you got a couple of dollars, you still gotta make sure you taking care of it sexually, financially, physically. You gotta do everything. And like people with money, they just think, oh, I could just buy your shit all day. So when chicks talk like, oh, you fuck with niggas with money, I be like, I used to let that scare me. But that don't scare me no more because it's like 9 times out of 10, if she fucking with somebody that got some money, she's still not happy because he not giving her the time. He probably ain't fucking her right. A lot of them niggas is gay now. It'd be like so much.
Period.
Yeah, just ain't treating. He probably disrespectful, calling her bitches all
They
day.
feel like it disrespectful as they want.
It come with a lot of shit.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of times.
Shit.
A lot of times.
So it'd be like, I don't let that shit, like, you gotta have a perfect mix of everything almost. Like, so it's like with me, I know that I can be fun. I know that we can spend some money if you need it. We're gonna go on trips. We're gonna do a lot of shit. So it's like, if you cheat on that, then you cheating on that. You ain't cheating on me.
And as a man, like, you just gotta know who you are as yourself.
Yeah.
That help you better. Like, niggas don't be knowing who they are.
Yeah.
They still finding
I ain't gonna
themselves.
lie, my first time I got cheated on, I was depressed. Cause I ain't see it coming. It was from a motherfucker I felt like needed me. Like,
That'd be the portion, that part too, man.
yeah.
It hits like that. I'll say the same thing.
Yeah.
My first time I ever got cheated on, I felt that
I was
same
depressed.
Yeah, I went through my little short stint of.
Yeah.
I don't know what to call it. I was stressing. Again, lost a little weight and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like me personally, I don't want to feel like I'm needed. I don't.
Yeah.
That's too much of an ego booster. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, because when you feel like
that's
you
what got
need
you
it,
feeling that
get
way in the
crazy.
first place, where
No, you do.
You get a
vulnerable.
little crazy.
It's like it's crazy because it's like it builds your ego up, but it also makes you vulnerable for that heartbreak where you thought you was.
Yeah.
You're not that guy you thought you was.
That's a hard crash.
That's what I learned hard. Like, you're not that guy.
The chick told
And
me.
it was crazy with the cheating and the way I caught it. It was close. I was like, I ain't see that shit.
Wow.
I was like, wow. Then with the person, it was like, you cheated on me with that? Like, are you serious?
Yeah.
I couldn't understand it, but it was like I went through my depression point, and then I had to get back to me. And then once I got back to me, it was over.
But that's the thing, like, a lot of niggas never come back.
A lot of niggas, I watched a lot of niggas not come back.
Niggas never
Crazy.
come back.
I don't want to put my man out there, but he caught his chick giving top.
Damn.
I still feel like he ain't bounced back. That shit was like 6 years ago.
I'm not. I did not mean to laugh like that. But it's just the fact I expect you to say that happened that long
Bro, he
ago.
caught
Like,
it. Yeah,
God
that shit
damn.
was like 6 years ago.
6
She took
years
him to the
ago.
ringer.
No, he got to spank that. They got to let that go.
You got to think about it, though. I know it happened. I didn't physically see it.
We can't
Yeah,
handle
that's
shit like
true.
that.
It
Wait,
was
so
in
he
his
walked
house.
in on it?
He walked in on it. He
in
was
his
going to
room.
work. He
That is
left
some
something in the
PTSD
crib.
shit.
And it was crazy how it happened. I was like, it had to been happening all the time.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't even gone like 10 minutes.
Damn.
He left his keys or some shit. He left his work keys or some shit and had to come back to the crib. And the nigga had a bike on the porch or some Devo shit. Like, and nigga was in that joint on the couch getting gatted. Kids upstairs, all types of shit. Like,
That's crazy.
Kids upstairs.
bad John. It's bad John, man. And it's like, he still
That's
ain't
the trifling
bounced
shit
back.
that give women bad name, man.
Yeah,
That's
but
the
it
shit right there.
happens, man. Women when they got a dude, they'll risk, like, especially if they retarded for him. I watch chicks do the crazy. Chicks will get a car in their name for a nigga ain't got a license.
Yeah,
Like, they do dumb
Go
shit.
get a gun for him.
Go get a gun for a nigga they know got fucking 4 attempts and 3 robberies on his belt.
Yep.
Like, you know what he gonna do with this gun. You know they coming for you when he do it,
Damn,
and they still do it. One thing about women, when you got them,
yeah,
you got them.
They do anything.
They'll do. I done had chicks do crazy shit.
Man, you be like, man, this is
I
crazy.
done had chicks do some crazy shit. Them motherfuckers be doing that shit with a smile on their face.
Good and bad crazy. That's the crazy part.
Yeah. It's like now, I ain't like that now.
Yeah.
Like now, when I get you, I want to teach you some shit now.
Yeah.
'Cause I look at it like
That's respectful.
you can help. If you could be helpful if I teach you some right shit. I ain't gonna have you
Yeah.
do no bullshit.
I want to be like that.
Yeah.
Cause these these Jones, like they be needing to be taught shit. Like,
Yeah, they
'cause like you
different.
said, a lot of them come up in like crazy situations growing up.
Yeah.
Some of them have kids early, and they still be like kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Like I had a situation where chick told me she ran into a dude when she was young, and the nigga like doing stuff for her. Like she never had nobody like do certain shit, take care of her, like and shit like that. I'm like, well, in my mind, I'm like, you came up in a 2-parent household, so it was hard for me to understand where she was coming from. But then I gotta look at it like a lot of people that do come up in 2-parent households all the time, that shit don't be functional.
Yeah.
Pop just working, he just come in the crib, eat, sleep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
So I mean, it might not have been no emotional action.
Real talk. And it's
2-parent household always got to be a household.
Overrated sometimes.
Yeah.
In a sense.
Yeah, because that's the important part.
Yeah.
You can come up in a 2-parent household, but if it ain't a healthy one, then you just
And I struggled with that as a kid because I used to have like homies that had both parents. I'm complaining because I live with my mom.
Yeah.
Nigga talking about his mom and he ain't do this and that. I'm like, nigga, you got both parents. Fuck up. You know, shut up.
Yeah.
Then as I grow up and I started like actually being in people's cribs and seeing how shit was going down.
It's like, damn, I'm happy I only got a mom.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't got to
damn.
deal with
You
nothing.
might have saved
Yeah, because
some.
I grew up same thing. I grew up single mom, but when I go to somebody's house and they mom and dad start going at it,
Yeah.
I be like, shit, I'm happy my dad
Shit.
ain't nowhere near this
Man.
motherfucker.
I seen when my pop and my other sister's mom used to go through. I was like, I ain't living with this nigga. I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
It's bad with me. I feel like the reason why I am how I am is because my mom and my pop was both of us. I done seen some crazy shit growing up. And it's like, and I'll be talking to my mom, and I'll be thinking, like, I don't know how my dad dealt with you this long. Like, my mom crazy. Like, she'll lie to you in your face and, like, look at you, she know that you know she's lying, and she still will lie to you. Like tell you a blatant lie. And I'm like, I've watched you do it. And it's like, she's so good at lying. It's like, this is where I get this shit from. Like, I can't even help it.
We all gotta get it from somewhere.
That shit is crazy. And my daughter is getting it from her mind. Like, my daughter will come in there and tell me a bald-faced lie. And I'm like, yo, you 5. Why are you lying? Like, you don't even got to lie yet.
Damn.
It's just crazy,
Trickle
man.
effect of motherfucker.
Yeah, man. This shit crazy.
Shit, man. I don't know, like me, cause I be listening to a lot of shit you be saying on the gram and shit like that. You be talking some real shit about the ladies, niggas taking accountability, women, niggas don't want to do certain shit for women that, you know, like you said, you came up old school way, man, take care of everything and shit like that. But
so I got a different approach to that now.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think a man should do everything, because if you do everything for a woman, you kind of crippling her. It's like, because it's like the moment something happened to you, who the fuck gonna do everything for her? Like, what's the chances of her running into that again? Honestly, like, if we honestly speak.
yeah, shit like that don't happen twice.
Yeah, like, that's not gonna happen again. So it's like,
that's a perspective I never heard of that shit before. Like, real
no,
rap.
you gotta be careful with that shit, because it's like, I was messing with a girl. Her baby father got locked up. He was doing everything for her. She didn't know how to pay the bill. She didn't know how to pay the rent. Like, she was all the way lost. Like, she lost everything, basically.
Damn.
Like, and it was like, he never taught her how to do nothing. He did everything.
She never had to know.
Yeah, and then it's like,
she did until she did.
and a lot of things women think now, oh, you got to do everything for me, and it's like, they really don't think they supposed to do shit.
Yeah, that's the wild part.
And it's like, even back then when the men was taking care of the house, the women was watching the kids, they was cleaning, they was making sure this man ain't had to do shit when he got home from work. And it's like, now you might pay a chick bills and all that shit. You come home, your house dirty, the clothes falling out the fucking clothes bin.
And that's why
you got order out.
You
got order out. You
Right.
Uber Eats and every night. Like, I'm cutting
Spending your
checks
money
for
as you
chicks,
make
and I'm
it.
Uber Eats and every night.
That
I'm
shit don't
like,
make- that shit don't make sense.
Nah. And I think that's the disconnect with a lot of people, like, relationship goals at. It's like, if your goal is if a nigga to take care of everything, then you better be taking care of everything.
gotta
at
make
home.
sure
like, his life
everything
gotta
at
be
home.
pretty goddamn. Cause that means he's taking on full financial stress. That's
Yeah.
all him.
Yeah.
So nothing else should be stressing him.
You
the fuck
shouldn't
out.
have to worry about nothing.
Yeah,
You kind of
exactly.
gotta, and that's what I be telling females. I be like, y'all be seeing these other chicks, and y'all be thinking y'all supposed to live like that, but y'all don't know what they gotta do to live like that. Like,
Just like we just talked about in the last episode. We was like, if you doing 50-50, my nigga, you gotta do some bath times. You gotta
got
do some
to.
dishes. You
'Cause
gotta cook dinner every once in a while. Like, that's the lifestyle me and my girl live.
It's crazy.
We split our bills, and I'm an active
You gotta
dad.
step
You know
up.
what I'm
You
saying?
gotta
I gotta
step up.
be. Like, they ain't right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm supposed to come home, put my feet up. Like, she ain't come home at
Yeah,
5
work.
o'clock as well. Like, that's crazy.
it's funny you said that. I was watching this little it was something on Instagram, and that boy was like, yeah, I want to come home to this and that and that. He was like, why you ain't doing that? She said, I was at work for 12 hours like you. Like,
wild,
what the fuck you
man.
mean why I ain't do that?
Fucking
I
wild.
was
No,
at work
they-
since
they
7
don't
o'clock
understand.
this morning. You think I wanted to come home and wash clothes and fold clothes? And you gotta be like, damn, like I ain't never think of that.
It ain't the
Like,
same.
that's wild.
Like our moms and shit. It ain't the same.
No, it ain't the same.
Ain't nothing like that out here. No
And so
more.
I feel like every situation is different.
Yeah.
That's what
Every
people gotta
situation,
understand.
exactly.
Like, it's like what might work for them might not work for
always
y'all.
stress that.
So it's like, you just gotta know your situation and what worked for you. Like, paying bills might not work. Like, paying all her bills might not work for you, for say. Like,
Yeah.
that might work perfect for you that y'all go have.
And I want to be in a space where I can tell my girl, hey, yo, let's go home, chill out. You know what I'm saying? You don't got. I want to get there one day. I plan to get there one day, but it's like
one thing I tell you though, that you do got the girl that's willing to do that with you. She might really be with you though. Right. That's the difference. Like you could pay a chick bills and all that shit, and she fuck around not even really be rocking with you.
Right.
She's just there for as long as you can do that.
As long as you can do that for her, exactly. That's a fact.
So it's like I say now, man, if you could push their asses through the ringer, take them through the ringer, man.
Yeah, and then they deserve whatever comes to them.
Yeah, make them earn that shit. Yeah, like you wasn't really shooting in the gym.
That's why, yo, I hated this era of the internet of like niggas buying the high end gifts after like dating for like 6 months and shit like that. Like I remember it was a dude online. They was like just boyfriend and girlfriend. He bought her a new car. She said, "Oh, you gonna make it hard for the next? You made it hard for the next nigga."
He did.
She mean that too.
Bro, I just bought you a car. Ain't no next nigga. Yeah. What Dirk say? Death Row?
Mean
what
that
you
though?
talking about, bro?
Serious as art attack.
This mine's Death Row shit. What are you talking about, bro?
It ain't yours.
Yo, I would have took that car back so
yours.
fucking fast, bro.
It's a rental.
Like, are you kidding me? The first thing you say is hard for the next nigga? How are you even thinking about a next nigga, bro? I just put you a car.
Hey, bro.
Wow.
They told me a long time ago, man. It ain't always your forever, man.
Yeah, but they say it's yours. It's your
that's
turn.
why you do shit like buy him a car, bro.
I mean,
like,
if you got it, then it's different.
Nah, I can't lie. I done bought a couple cars.
Yeah, I mean, if you got it, yeah.
I can't lie.
Bro, if I had it like that, I'd buy my shorty a car.
Motherfuckers
all right,
but
okay, but did you go in with the expectation of I might have to then I deal with the next nigga? Like,
no, I ain't doing it.
You thought she was with the shirt. You was doing that out of that. You wasn't worrying about beating the next nigga.
I ain't even gonna lie. I was doing it for my ego back then. It wasn't even for them.
All right, well, either way,
I
it
was
for
doing
you.
it for me. Like, it was my ego. I was speeding my shit. Like, fuck that. I bought you a wheel.
You think all
niggas don't want their regular niggas? I ain't gonna hold you.
But no, see, I ain't gonna lie though. That's what I'm saying.
I ain't buying. I don't care. I ain't buying them.
But you gotta understand though, we
now.
really not making it hard for regular niggas.
I would buy my car.
But and that's the thing, you gotta make sure it's yours too. Now, every what the car was really dealing with, I wasn't just buying it.
Exactly, right.
I was dealing with it.
I don't think you're doing that. The reckless behavior I'm talking about, like date a girl, buy her Birkin.
I ain't never bought a Birkin in my life.
Exactly.
And I can afford it now, and I'm still not buying no Birkin.
That's a wild lifestyle to even go by, though.
Yeah, I ain't buying no
Why would you
Birkins.
be buying somebody that expensive gift that you only dealing with on a casual basis?
No, I ain't buying